IG. They need a 5 position. And Shadow Demon is available. Oracle also there. You know, you could have the save of either the Disruption or the False Promise. 2 supports that I wouldn't really mind here for IG. Kunkka gets banned. And maybe we see, I would say Shadow Demon or Oracle. And then for Vici, mid, I mean the options are TA and potentially the Razor. But
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think this is going to be a support invoker.
VG Gaming's turn to hit.
Yeah, there's the Shadow Demon. Not shocked. So, except for the invoker, I've pretty much called this draft so far. Vici, I said TA. See if I could get it. Or the Morphling. So TA or Morphling are my 2 choices. Oh! There it is! Wow. Did I nail this draft except for the invoker? This isn't a replay, by the way. But that's the most impressive a call for a draft I've ever made in my life. So, excuse me if I take this in a little bit. But that felt great. So, Yang on the Mars, PYW playing that Phoenix, DY on the Ogre Magi, Ori on the Monkey King, Eurus with the Morphling, and then Ali on that Shadow Demon, Emo on the Invoker, Fly playing the Faceless Void, Kaka on the Rubik, and JT on the Centaur. So, in it for game 1 between Vici Gaming and IG. Should be a good one. Their first series in the upper bracket round 1 was fantastic, so we'll see if Vici can maybe change their fates. Get a little lag when we load in the first time, especially with our settings. Now on. There we go. I also wanted to change something. I was getting a little bit of slowdown. I was wondering which one of these. Ambient cloth simulation. Let's get that off. What is high? Take off the high quality water. Make the game look cardboard. We got this. It's fine. We'll see if the frames still disappear. Low-end PC is for sure right. This PC's like 5 years old.
30 seconds to battle.
So we'll see how these lanes work out. You'll have the Ogre here with the Monkey King of Ori, at least for the moment. They're actually putting Eurus on the Morphling and throwing him mid.
The battle begins.
So Ori and DY come over, and this is the combo that I was talking about in the draft once they didn't get that Faceless Void. It would be the Monkey King here with the Ogre taking Bloodlust level 1. And then we'll see if it's Jingu level 1 or maybe even the Balance Strike. I feel like I saw that when we saw this the last time. It was the Balance Strike level 1. For the Mars, Got God's Rebuke, and then that should be in the Spear of Mars level 2. Phoenix nearby, probably taking the Fire Spirits for PYW. So, Emo up against Eurus here, and this is one of the better heroes for Emo. I think this is probably the hero that put Emo on the map. Everybody really got a big glimpse at Emo as a player when he was with IG and brought out the Invoker about, like, I don't know, 6 months ago? How long ago was it? I think it was in the previous season, wasn't it? But his Invoker is ungodly. And it will be exciting to see here as well. And I wonder how Eurus is going to do. Now, you know, they've swapped up Ori to throw him down bottom. And then Eurus here on the Morphling, usually in that safe lane, coming here mid against Emo. So will the matchup favor Emo even more because Eurus is over mid instead of in that safe lane? So that Sunstrike came out from Emo. That was to secure that range creep. And yeah, continuing to go into the Bloodlust, and he goes for the Jingu as well as the Boundless Strike. So level 2 should be Fire Blast from DUI. He'll continue to use Bloodlust out onto the Monkey King, see if they could secure anything. Kaka's got the Telekinesis as well as the Fade Bolt, and JT, he's got Hoof Stomp as well as the Retaliate. Should be level 2 into the Retaliate at 3. So then the combination is the Telekinesis into a Hoof Stomp as well as the Retaliate stacks getting popped. But you've got two heroes that are going to be particularly hard to kill. So the combination here between the Rubik as well as the Centaur may not be as effective as we've seen in previous games against other heroes. Ogre already with 7 armor. So getting through that Ogre is going to be very tough. Ollie and Fly up top here. We've got Yang now at level 2. Did go into that Spear, and he'll be up to level 3 in just a moment. It should be probably the God's Rebuke to level 2, but some Mars that I've seen have gone the 1-1-1, where they do take 1 in Bulwark. I think that's really dependent on how much harassment he's taking and how hard the lane's going at the moment. And for right now, he's sitting near about half health. He's got a salve to work with, so might even just hold the point till 4, or potentially when a fight breaks out. And goes to the Spear. So something completely different for the moment. See that health get really low there for the Morphling. Just had to take a check over to see if he was alright, and Yang didn't end up throwing the Spear. Pops the salve. Centaur helping him out. Fly. Taking some damage. They'd love to get that time walk coming through. At level 1, 24 seconds. Quite a while to be without it. So, Eurus going into the bottle. Has the Adaptive Strike. And now has 3 into the Attribute Shift. Meanwhile, Emo going 2 into the Quas and 3 into the Exhort. DUI all the way back here to get a Courier. He's also got a ward. We'll see where he places this. See what kind of vision Vici are looking for on this. And it will be by the Bounty Rune. They're just about hitting towards that 5-minute mark. They've got PYW coming over mid with the Icarus Dive as well as the Fire Spirits. They'll look for Emo. The chase is on. The Shadow Demon coming in, but they've got the Ignite. Do they have the damage? No, because there is the disruption coming in from Ollie. DUI trying to hit away at this Invoker. Can he get the kill before he goes down? He will. PYW gets this one. Takes a bit of damage here from the tower as well. And it's a bit of a dive for Vici to secure that first blood, as well as a trade. Emo going down early. That'll put Eurus ahead a little bit. Finally back into this lane. CS sitting about even. You've got Eurus who now has an assist. And hits that level 6 before Emo, but just by a sliver. Sunstrike comes through on an Ori. And the combination ends up working out with the Retaliate getting paired up there with the Hoof Stomp as well as the Telekinesis because of the fact that they got that Sunstrike coming in from Emo. Hard to miss a stationary target like that, and now they've got the Tornado coming through as well as the Chaos Meteor. Morphing into the Strength, Adaptive Strike hits onto Emo. Holly comes in with the Disruption, Sunstrike lands onto Eurus. DUI here to help as well as Kaka making the rotation over towards mid. 3 heroes for both sides showing up. Trying to go in onto the Morphling, and well, Eurus is able to survive. Mars about to hit this level 6. He'll have Arena in just a moment. Meanwhile, Bottom Maker is dive as well as the Fire Spirits come in. JT uses that Hoof Stomp. They've got Ori flying through. As Balance Strike comes in as well as a couple shots from the Jingu. Telekinesis throws him under the tower. PYW getting low with the Fade Bolt hitting, but not getting the kill onto the Phoenix. Fire Blast out from DY. One more shot comes out from Ori. JT nearby, but he'll end up surviving while the Rubik loses his life. So things about even overall. Top of the net worth right now is Mars. Yang over in the top lane who gets a solo kill on a Fly without the Arena. Didn't even get caught without Time Walk, I believe. Bit of a shock there that he goes down, but now that puts Vici up 1,000, and JT going back to base after eating that gank that came through and losing his teammate. But things for the moment looking really good here for Vici. Got Ori now at level 6. He ignores the Wukong's command for the moment, going into the 3 on Balance Strike as well as the Jingu. So we'll see how long he'll wait to go for that Wukong's. And first item for him will be the Diffusal Blade. So we've seen a couple of different builds here from Morphlings, where it's the Morbid Mask into the either Manta or E-Blade. We'll see which one Eurus is going to look to favor here for that first item. And now Yang at that level 7 does have that Arena. So God's Rebuke comes in on the Fly. Kaka within the trees. Spear not landing on Fly. Fire Spirits coming through. Just a little harassment from Fly that he's eating. He's also got that Chronosphere available. The Arena gets committed. They go to the Chronosphere. Sunstrike will land onto the Mars. Emo kind of phased out of this fight a little bit, but they've got the damage. They should get the kill. They do save the life of Fly, who is speared up to the tree. That is Chronosphere down now for over 2 minutes. You still have the Arena blood up in 70 seconds, but the rotation now out from Emo does save the life of that Faceless Void who might have died for the second time. And there's that quick commitment to the Chronosphere. Just trying to save his life. Potential getting a kill. Doesn't know he's got the Sunstrike as a reinforcement there to the damage. Or the lack of damage on the Void at the moment. Telekinesis down on the PYW. Emo's over. Tornado hits. PYW survives. Also, Icarus dives away. Emo connected to the tree with the spear coming out from Yang. Helps to save his Phoenix. And Kaka. Spear to worry about. Sunstrike onto the Phoenix. And this is with some vision. Maybe caught a glimpse of him here walking through, and that's a a really stellar Sunstrike coming in from Emo, and like we were saying earlier, one of his better heroes, if not his best.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still, though, despite that kill there onto the Phoenix, it's still a 1,000 net worth lead for the side of Vici. Yang farming really well at 4,400 net worths and 400 of over the Invoker. And compared to the Centaur, he's 700 gold ahead. So he's having a good time farming with the God's Rebuke. And we'll start to go after this tier 1 tower and just about finish it with the help of the Catapult and Eurus making the rotation towards top.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Eurus still sitting top. As Chronosphere on cooldown for another 20 seconds. Sunstrike out onto this Morphling, and whew, a sliver of health. And Void, maybe if he has that Chrono, commits it just to make sure that they can get the kill there onto the Morphling. Standing stationary like that, certainly dangerous. Heavy into the Agi there for the Morphling, who does pick up the Ghost Scepter going into the E-Blade. No Morbid Mask this time around. A little bit of a surprise, changing up the build a bit. Double damage. Picked up by the Mars, gets the Arena down. And Sunstrike was used, but it's not going to land. Two-man Hoof Stomp comes through from JT. Now Kaka trying to run. They've got the slow out onto Yang, as well as the Supernova being popped by PYW well away from the fight. Get the kill there onto JT. That was the Demonic Purge coming out onto the Mars. That really doesn't help enough to save this Centaur. Not certain that that Supernova was necessarily needed. Maybe you could have helped it. However, they still come away with a kill, and now we're even at 4. I've noticed the last couple of series here, the games have been pretty quiet through like the first 15 minutes, and then things go off the rails. But I would say probably for at least the last year or so that, you know, I know the meme is Chinese Dota constantly farming, but it has felt like, at least for the last year, that it's been almost CIS-esque, and PYW just took out that tree that Ori was jumping to.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So Fly does have the Chronosphere. Yang moving forward. No Blink Dagger to cover the gap here to throw the Arena down. And that's usually the play after like the first item for a Mars, which will be the Vlad's here for Yang, and we'll see maybe the Vlad's into the Blink Dagger. I would probably say that that is likely. Get that gap closer, secure landing the arenas, especially because the Arena does work pretty well with Wukong's command right near it. Two pretty big zoning skills and or high damage potential skills. Not that Arena does anything, but can enable the fight that Vici want to bring to the table. So finishes off the Vlads. We'll see if it's a Blink Dagger next here for Yang. Meanwhile, DY, he's sitting level 7 with boots and a wand. And then let's take a look at the Phoenix, who is going into the Spirit Vessel. The only time we didn't see the Spirit Vessel out on the Phoenix was when the Kunkka of Ori, it was actually PYW who skipped the Spirit Vessel, the Kunkka of Ori yesterday, I believe, built one himself. It's the pretty standard build here on a Phoenix. Get that Spirit Vessel. Try to work with an early urn. Time walk forward. First hit bash, Fire Blast out. There's the arena as well as the spear. They've got the disruption to save him. Sunray immediately stopped. DY now. They've got the God's Rebuke as well as the stun coming in from the balance strike. Do they have the damage? Time walk away. Supernova again, just so far from the fight. I'm a bit shocked at, I would say, the poor positioning. I guess maybe that was anticipating a Chronosphere deep by the tier 2. But had that Supernova been a little bit more aggressive, I think maybe Vici turned that entire exchange around and come out not losing the Ogre for nothing. Fine Emo, Fire Blast, Wukong's. Balance Strike also locking him down with the Sunray on top. Ori with the kill there on the Invoker. So they take out the top net worth hero on the Dire. We're sitting here even at 5. It's another good kill for the side of Vici, but with that being said, the net worth is sitting about even, which it has for the most part, but it looked as though Vici were starting to pull away with it. Meanwhile, they'll head into Roche. The Diffusal Blade finished on Ori, and Eurus coming through to help with this. Getting close to that Eagle Song to finish off the E-Blade. Just 200 gold away. Sunstrike comes in. It will spot this Roche being taken. And they're going to exit the pit. They'll leave Eurus inside. Ollie and Fly nearby. They do have the Chronosphere, and there it is. It comes through, but the arena and the spear. I make sure the Faceless Void can't do anything within this. The Balance Strike comes in. Eurus will get the Aegis. They also get the kill on a Roche. They'll time walk away, or at least attempt to. Primal Spring comes down onto 3 of these heroes, throwing them up, but there's the telekinesis into the hoof stomp of JT onto 3 heroes. Meteor from the high ground coming up from Emo. They'll get the kill here on the Fly, but they'll also trade Ori. Eurus moving in with an Aegis, and now they've got the disruption to hold back this Morphling. They've got the Supernova again pretty far back from PYW, making sure that IG don't come back towards them and actually stay towards the high ground. Kaka gets taken out by Eurus. He's now low on mana. Ollie doesn't get speared over or land on anything. The Sunstrike comes through onto the Mars. They've got the Hoof Stomp. Eurus continuing to move forward and look for the kill on a JT. I believe he did turn into the Centaur for a second to get the Hoof Stomp out onto JT instead. And with the Sunray burning on Ollie, JT, and Emo, they'll start to retreat. They've got the E-Blade now, though. And now Eurus. Can he look for a shotgun kill on anybody? Backs off. And that ends 2 for 2. A support and a core for a support and a core. Arena, Spear. Should be an easy kill. They've got the Spear available for Kaka. Gets thrown, doesn't land. Kaka gets away. Vici start to posture over in the bottom lane. They'll get the courier. They'll take out Emo's courier. They'll start to put some damage out onto the tier 1 tower. Eurus should be able to get this by himself and has some supports waiting for him, or some support waiting for him.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Find Kaka. Quick shotgun kill there for Eurus with the help of DY. Now 9-7 in favor of Vici, and they've taken themselves a 5,000 net worth lead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Vici starting to feel themselves, continuing to put the pressure on. Ori just about to finish that BKB, and it's BKB next year for the Morphling. We're actually now switching over to the Mantis style instead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So do they have the Blink Dagger? Yes, they do. It's available on the Mars. And blink forward, spear comes and attaches to the tree. They get the kill on Ollie. No Shadow Demon for 30 seconds. Arena also thrown. Kaka steals his own arena, and now they're within the Venn diagram arena. Back and forth they'll bounce. Yang kept alive by the Sun Ray. E-Blade also gets onto Mars. Eurus doing what he can to keep this Mars alive and eats a lot of the damage coming his way. Fly, meanwhile, does have the Chronosphere available, but Ori waiting within the trees, ready to pounce if, in fact, Faceless Void comes over. The Blink as well as the Spear hitting onto JT, who try to stampede out of this one. The God's Rebuke keeps him within the circle, and they'll get the kill now. We've got the bash down on a Eurus. Can they take out the Morphling? He blades himself on the run. Fly. Will he commit the Chronosphere? Yes, he will, but he's already morphing into the Strength. They've got themselves the Cataclysm. There's the Supernova. They get the kill on a Yang. And now, well, it looks as though, oh boy, Faceless Void is in a lot of trouble. Fly with a Spirit Vessel on him as the Supernova pops. He ends up dead. Eurus back with the second life, looking over at Kaka. They've got no Centaur, no Void, and now no Rubik. So they take the tier 2, Vici. They lost Mars and they lost the first life of Eurus, and that is it. (13-8) for Vici. Kaka coming out of the high ground. We've also got JT nearby. So no Chronosphere now for another 76 seconds. Ags for the Phoenix.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ori waits in the trees as the tier 2 tower gets pressured. Eurus with the glyph. We'll continue to stay in this lane. They've got DY giving the Bloodlust over to Ori. A little bit of lag on the server.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Good travel for Emo. He's got that Ags next into the BKB, but Morphling, he's got that BKB. Goes away from the Mantis style. There's the Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp. Look at the Cataclysm with the Chaos Meteor down. Wow! They blew up Ori. And Disruption. Eurus waiting. He'll morph into the Rubik, and now the Hoof Stomp comes out on a Yang. They'll also get the EMP down, so Yang here without mana, but he does have 18 charges within that wand. He does pop it, so he'll have half his mana pool back. Continuing to farm his Fly. He's also looking into a BKB. All he's got is the Mask of Madness to this point, sitting behind the Centaur in terms of net worth. I mean, this has been a really poor game so far for Fly, and compare that to Eurus, who's just had an absolute thrill of a game. He's 7-0-4. He's got that BKB and the E-Blade ready to go. Now a double damage picked up and bottled up. So certainly a time for Vici to look for something, and that's what they're going to do with this smoke.
Dire are scanning.
Moving over towards top. Just came in from DY. JT comes over with the Hoof Stomp, as well as the Demonic Purge coming in from Ollie. Kaka gets taken out over mid. They'll get the kill here on a DY, so it's a 1-for-1 so far, but you've got Ori moving forward. Ollie, I don't think he knows that the Monkey King is coming, but he gets the disruption before the balance strike that then follows. JT with the blink as well as the hoof stomp. They'll look to get this kill with the Cataclysm. Can they? BKB is popped. They've got the spear coming through as well as the Stampede getting committed here by JT, who's now in a lot of trouble. The Supernova pops from PYW. They've got the Sunray on top of Ori. They'll get the kill there onto the Centaur. They just keep Ori alive. Take over the outpost at 26 minutes. Vici still not pushing all the way up to the tier 3s just yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Start to go through towards mid again. They've got the arena in 9 seconds. We're still holding on to this Wukong's command. Basher is what's next. I wonder if that'll be fully into the Abyssal Blade following, or if he's going to look for a Basher and then something else. But the thing here for the side of IG, it just feels like the Cataclysm, when it's landing, is really chunking out these heroes on Vici, especially Ori, as well as even Eurus. Eurus too high into the Agi. I mean, that Sunstrike almost brings them both down to 0. Longer this game goes, though, the more IG can maybe get something done here with Fly. He's got the Chronosphere available going into the Silver Edge next. Well, they try to pressure into the jungle of the Radiant side. They do end up finding themselves Ori again. There's the Cataclysm telekinesis as well as the kill coming in for JT. So they take out this Monkey King once more with no answer. There's no way to answer. So while they get that kill over in the jungle, their tier 2 tower is taken over bottom. With Ori gone, they'll head into Roche. Nobody over for the side of Vici. And this is going to end with Aegis in the hands of IG. This is Aegis and Cheese in their favor. And this game's starting to fall back towards even. Yeah, they've made this time to farm here for Morphling. Just going into the Lincoln Sphere after having this BKB as well as the E-Blade. The BKB still sitting here at 10 seconds. But this Aegis buys IG more time potentially, and that's exactly what they need here for Fly. Fly, who was behind the Centaur at one point in this game, now starting to feel that much better. And there's the Chronosphere. Will they even go to the Sunstrike? Do they even need the Sunstrike? The answer to that question is no, with the Telekinesis, Fable, and right-click damage coming through from the Faceless Void, and that is like 3 consecutive kills on the Monkey King.
Scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So things going late enough where IG, they're starting to feel the confidence building within them, and this is Vici needing to figure out their next plan of action. Tornado EMP, that'll land on a DY.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Got the Ags finished on the Phoenix. We'll see if that even ends up making a difference here. Wouldn't surprise me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As long as he keeps himself in a good spot, should be able to pull somebody in and get the save. Take out DY, and, well, no answer coming through from Vici at all. This has been a couple of unanswered kills where Vici just can't look to trade once they're down a guy, or really, I mean, it's the fear of just getting blown up by the Cataclysm. Arena comes through. They found Emo, but he'll BKB to try and leave. The Ice Wall placed down, and here comes Eurus. E-Blade Adaptive Strike hits onto the Shadow Demon. Firefly coming over the first hit bash that hits out onto the Morphling. They'll not get any kills just yet. But finally, Ollie will fall. He goes onto the back lines to look over at PYW. Icarus dives away. Back forward on the fight. They'll get Kaka. So now they've gotten themselves 2 kills here for Vici. They land the spear on Emo. Doesn't have this BKB anymore, but he goes into the Ghost Walk and escapes. They don't have detection for Vici, as I believe it's, yeah, back on DY. So, they don't have the detection to kill off Emo. That could have been a big kill for them. Now, Void also takes over in terms of net worth above this Monkey King. They get the first life out of the hands of Emo. They use the arena to do so. See if they can line anything up. As Yang, he has Spear in a couple of seconds, but they've got the Cold Snap as well as the EMP coming through. There's the Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp. That lands onto Yang, who will pop that BKB. The Chronosphere hits onto both Eurus as well as Ori. This is bye-bye, baby, for both Ori and Eurus. They'll take out the 8 times killing spree from the hands of the Morphling. They also get the kill there on a PYW. Can they even get the Mars out? It doesn't look like it. JT's found him, and IG will get the kill. 4 heroes gone for just the Aegis. A great job from IG. So Vici, they end up, oh boy. Oh, Emo. Getting the kill on a DY2, make it a full team wipe. Onto the high ground they go.
Radiant's bottom is under attack.
I would like to talk to you about giving me more Retaliate stacks. JT and the rest of IG will pressure the tier 3 tower, and they are the ones who break the high ground first.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Question becomes, how much do they get from this? And it's at least a set of racks.
As for Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
So all of a sudden, I mean, let's take a look at the shift, because it's monumental. Just a complete stock market crash. And this is going to drop under the line over to IG's side, a 1,000 net worth lead for them. And the winning percentage, probability-wise, is now over in favor of IG. So, Emo now working with a potential refresher orb, or working for the potential refresher orb. He's got a Shiva's picked up. Eurus going Crystallis. Monkey King, meanwhile, has that Basher. We'll see if it's fully into the Abyssal Blade or if he'll go to something else. Ori's been picked off quite a number of times, and that Chronosphere coming through from Firefly in that last exchange was perfect. It landed on both the Morphling as well as the Monkey King, and well, with the Cataclysm, they stood no chance. Vici setting up near mid. Got DY showing, Ori within the trees. Sentry Ward goes down. Next Roche is still at least a minute 34 away. This will be Aegis, Cheese, potentially Refresher Shard, or Ag's Blessing.